What's up, everybody? Janice, Janice, are you there?
Reading the comments.
Oh, I bet you the comments are funny.
As you guys are.
I bet you the comments are funny. I had some serious technical difficulties, you guys. I had an issue with my computer. Something was happening. Thank God it didn't completely fry like the last time when I had to take it to Best Buy and have them like figure out what's wrong with the operating system and stuff. Yeah, nothing that serious because that took like days for them to kind of figure out what happened with the operating system and get it going again. But of course, there's always something, right? Yeah. You know what's? I hear you pretty good. Does everyone hear Janice and I well? Can you guys hear us? Give us a one. Put ones in the chat, like Metalhead Hippie says. Put ones in there, and if it's no good, put twos. And Ryan, stay off those twos. Get you back. Anyway, I hear you.
How about the guys? People over here.
How does everyone else hear Janice?
Somewhat muffled.
Somewhat muffled, yeah, because you have your PA system on, right? You don't have headphones on.
Check out this.
Now there's no sound. Hold on. Now talk. No, you got no connection now. Connected back. You know, it's ironic. We still don't hear you, Janice. Do you see that your mic is muted? It says because I think you disconnected your mic system. Oh yeah, 1-2 says yeah, that's better. Okay, now you're back now. Yeah, I think there's a bit of an echo. And then, do you have echo cancellation on or off?
You told me to turn it back on.
Yeah, because that's helping right now. But because you're not wearing headphones and you're listening through the PA, it's kind of causing a little bit of a echo, and that's why you're a little muffled. That's what I
got heavy reverb on, so maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, take the heavy reverb off. Can you dial that down? We're gonna see if you can dial it down, because StreamYard will add plenty of reverb as it is. Talk amongst yourselves. Johnny, if you want to join, if you're out there, I sent you a link. If you're daring, you know what? I think that AI out there is messing with us. That's what really happened with the computer. They're like, oh, this human thinks he can mess with me. And they threw a monkey in the wrench, or the wrench in the monkey, whatever. L&M Guitar Corner. Let's start with a hello to the chat. Now say something.
Is this better?
Much better. Yeah. Awesome. I still hear something reverberating, but that's because you're not wearing headphones, and that's just the way it's going to be this show. So we'll not worry about it. I don't think it's that bad. But what do you guys think about this topic, you all? I think I put some interesting things into the description. Let's make sure that that's all still there.
So what are you going to talk about then? I didn't see the description.
Yeah, see the description. I was trying to post stuff into the description, and YouTube kept telling me error. I'm like, what's going on? So, yeah, I removed a lot of it, and I'll put it back after the show. So I have some really cool links, you all, to some really interesting articles written about AI and music. Some other YouTubers talking a little bit about it, but I can also bring some of that stuff in to the show via email here, right? I can go to the, let's see, how do I get to that? I can go to sent email, and I should be able to pull this stuff up out of here, and then present it, right? So we can do that, and we'll talk about this stuff. But I think it's really interesting because music is therapy show here, right? We should at least start off with that. We are here on the Music is Therapy show, new show, episode dos, or deux, or two, un, deux, trois, une, deux, deux, right? Do you know any other languages, Janice?
Some Spanish, yes, I took it in school.
How do you say two in Spanish?
Dos.
Dos. You want to know how do you say
So
to in Hungarian.
I knew enough that I was, working with a lot of Spanish people at work, and
Mhm.
they knew that they really couldn't speak in Spanish in front of me because they knew that
Ah,
they knew what I they didn't know what I didn't know. So they couldn't take any chances that I might really know what they're talking about, and I really did know what they were talking about.
yeah, I've caught him a couple times. Like I was at a McDonald's late night one time, and I asked them to please make me some fresh chicken nuggets because I don't want them like reheated. I want them freshly, fried because they're gross otherwise. And the two guys that were working there spoke to each other in Spanish about like, what, you want us to go out into the back and flock the chicken and and skin them? And I responded to them in Spanish, just yeah, go ahead back there and get the fresh chicken for me. That'd be great. And it was kind of funny because they're like, oh shit, this gringo,
I could talk to them
he knows
occasionally.
Spanish.
I could talk to them occasionally. I could say like Mita Esti, like look at this, like this is
Yeah,
good,
este,
good part.
yeah, este, yeah.
Mita Esti,
Mirar este, yeah. Look at this, look at this, yeah.
look at
Well,
this.
let's say hi to the chat. What do you say, Janice? Let's say hi to everyone that's here. Thank you all for coming and waiting. I really appreciate that. My sweetie's going to be knocking on that door, by the way, because we've got another event. So yesterday we went to a cocktail party. I did man. I should have brought it in here. Darn it! I did manage to. I'll keep it as a surprise for y'all. She can show it to you all. But I went out on our way out there to our friends yesterday. We went to a couple other places, and one of it was Joanne's Fabrics, where I bought something to make Amanda Peters guitar hanger like these. Right, I'm making her a custom one. And thanks for making my pedals that she painted. Right, and I'll probably make one for her boyfriend Rob too. He might want something. I got to show him some things, but we stopped there on our way to our friends and had a wonderful cocktail party. Stayed out till late, drinking margaritas and mojitos and all that good stuff. Lots of good food and all. So I woke up a little late this morning too, and getting the show put together. And then of course I'm doing this show about AI, right? So artificial intelligence, will it take over? Is it going
Maybe
to replace?
I put that in my brain to change
Yeah,
my thoughts.
who knows? It might really change the world in a really good or bad way too. Who knows? But so far people are using it to make some interesting things. I recently heard a few days ago about the fake Drake song, and people that like the rap artist Drake are actually, they like the song a lot, and it's completely created by someone who used AI to actually emulate his voice, simulate his voice, and create like a Drake like song with his voice. And I don't know how involved the creator himself was in making the song. I don't know if it was all done by AI, with everything done by AI, or if he had to use various, human interaction using the AI as a tool to create it, right? But some of the response from some big time YouTuber kind of reaction people that love Drake were like, "This is a great Drake song. I thought it was a real Drake song. I'm like, this is better than anything you've written in like a decade, Drake. Where are you at, Drake? Kind of stuff like that." And then there's a Nirvana one too. There's all kinds. There's going to be so many crazy things coming up. There's going to be legal battles and issues about this regarding who owns what. Do they own the guy's voice, or do they own songs he wrote? What if someone creates a song in the vein of Kurt Cobain and it sounds just like him and everything? Do they own that, or is it a separate creation by someone else using AI or using a bot?
Sometimes I'm thinking about proprietary stuff. Like I'm wondering like when
Right?
I'm using my drum machine, am I using their samples? Are their samples proprietary? Are they going to allow people to actually use them in production?
Right?
Stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. So what's really interesting, I think, is that this is a lot of people that are talking about the cognitive advances that AI can help us with when it comes to, leapfrogging levels of intelligent, problem solving, for example, or all kinds of bad things. I'm not sure exactly how, like, for example, the gambling and sports betting and casino industry is handling AI. I bet that's something that they're dealing with already, especially online, and ways that a computer could probably outsmart in some ways, especially by the numbers, human beings. But we always thought that music creation is something that comes out of our soul and out of our feelings, and how can AI, how can artificial intelligence or computers replace that? But here's the thing: it's using data that it's compiled, and we're talking billions of bits of data or whatever, so much data. And they're able to then even write essays or books. Like, let's say you ask AI to write me a 300, 51 page book in the style of Ernest Hemingway about a topic, and then see what it writes. People are using these bots like Chat GPT is the first one I heard about, but there's like dozens of them out there now, some that are specifically for music. And people thought that things like, let's say, a computer programmed kind of mixing engineer or mastering tool would not work. And in the beginning, it was rough, but what happens with AI is it compiles more and more and more information. It gets better and better and better at what it's doing because it's learning so fast. And it's gotten so good that I remember Henning even talking about the IK Media one. I think that, or was it another one? It might have been another company, but basically he said, "Wow, this thing is basically mastered this better than I could." And I studied for years how to do this, and it did as good a job, if not better, than what I could with the mix. And I'm like, well, there you go. So will it replace us? It's a interesting question. But let's say hi to the chat. We'll say hi to the chat first, right? So we have L&M Guitar Corner in saying, hey, hey. Matt Stewart following right behind. And this might have not been the very first people in, but I think that's about the time, 9:36, when I started the show because all the issues. And then Stephen Franklin also in. What's up? Mr. Mick also here. Hey, hey, says Ryan from OUA 112. What's the holdup here, right?
Because
Blame it on AI.
I'm not paying attention. So L&M,
That's all right.
you better keep everything in order.
Yeah, I'll run through it real quick. Stephen Franklin also here. Charles 75 and also here. Can stay for a bit, but then he's being kidnapped by the family, as am I. Johnny Bean, probably hello from California. Hey, you're in California, dude? I didn't know that. Mike Olson also saying, hey. Tell us where you're from, man. We got Symmetry here. I know where he's from. He's from some part of northwestern Canada. Well, not north. He's part of Canada, but not the western front. And then we've got, let's see, who else there? New people in. Let's see. Hip Metalworks also in. What's up, Hip Metalworks? Right on. And we've got, I think we said hi to Mr. Mick, but just in case, he's saying hi to Mr. Bean. And then we've got new people. Stephen Franklin. What's up, Stephen Franklin? This thing keeps telling me that. We got 24 people in the chat. That's awesome, you guys. Thanks for joining. Mike Olson giving me the LAZ. And maybe he's going to do that for for Janice too. BC Rich 581. Sadly, Laz is well into his second pitcher of Bloody Marys, and it's only 10. Right? I wish. No, actually, we had a really fun night last night. The mojitos were made by my friend's daughter, Adrian. And yo, Adrian, you make a mean margarita and a mean, actually not mean, but very, very tasty. Very, very tasty. Very good. Hey, Ryan Hall, also, and what's up, dude? Very tasty mojito. Not too sweet. It's perfect. Man, do you like mojitos, Janice?
I haven't had a
What's up?
drink since February 2020.
Okay, good for you. MPN 5150. You got Ryan
Was
saying hi to people.
it was the second. It was
Oh, no.
the second open jam at Fiddler's Green because I never drink before I play. So
Oh,
after I played, I had to drink in February of 2020, and I didn't have a drink in the March one, and so that was it. I just haven't had a drink. It's not that I've had a problem or anything. I just haven't been drinking, but I know the effects of what the drinking can do because
Yeah.
when Jim passed because his liver was shot.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, and you know what? The doctors now are even saying even wine at dinner time is not healthy for you. You should just totally avoid alcohol altogether if you want to live a
In,
long,
in,
healthy life.
in 2 days, it'll be a year since he passed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's sad. Something's gonna take us though. My mom's been a all-time smoker all her life, and she keeps telling me her doctors tell her that her lungs are great. I'm like, I want to talk to these doctors, but that's I can't. James G saying, hey.
That's a problem
I
for
don't
me too.
know about that, but apparently some people could, something's gonna eventually take her too. But yeah, she's got all kinds of other issues like arthritis and whatnot. But that's typically hereditary, right? Hey, Dee Dee, what's up, Dee Dee's Files? Check out Dee Dee Files, you guys. Blackjack Guitar also here, saying hi to Janice and the Chatsters. And we got Simon Williams also here, right on Simon. And we're gonna get near. I think Dan Gorman also here. What's up,
I'm doing
Dan?
okay with blackjack guitar. I'm doing all right.
You're doing good. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I mean, it was a toxic relationship anyway, so
Oh, yeah. Not all of them are, sometimes our relationships are meant to help us grow, you know,
right.
help us. My sister just went through that. Papa Blue. What's up, Papa Blue? Simon Williams, I think I said hi to you too. Papa's saying hi to
Yeah,
everyone
I, I
else.
feel I feel
I
worse
think
for your
that's everyone.
I feel worse for your sister because I mean, like I had it was a natural thing, because I
Yeah.
mean, he didn't leave me because he wanted to. We didn't break up or anything, and we didn't break up either with me and Brian, who passed before him. So it was like I had two people passing, but
Yeah.
the one beforehand, there was a problem. So it hurts more when they leave you because they leave you, not because they
Yeah,
pass.
right? My sweetie's been trying to leave me for years, but I got her trapped. I'm kidding. Trapped by my I don't know, my wit and humor maybe. Hmm. So let's get into this topic a little bit more, you guys. So I don't know if you guys have caught Tyler Larson's. Do you ever watch Music Is Win?
I used
Tyler
to.
Larson. Yeah, he did a good one recently, if not just today or yesterday or something. He put out something where he was challenged. He was actually thinking about it himself, and then he got someone in his chat or whatever challenged him. Hey, you should do a solo written by AI. And it was a really interesting video. It's about 10 minutes long. I'll put that into the description. You know what? I should probably just go ahead and copy that, put it into from my phone. It's so easy to do that using the phone, right? Yeah. But the bottom line is that Adam Neely 7 months ago was already talking about this stuff, and I thought it was really interesting what Tyler did by basically using information from his query, asking chatbot of sorts, how to write, what's a good solo, how to write a solo. He kind of asked several different questions until he finally got to like the gist of something that made sense, and then he put it together and then wrote this solo, and then he plays it at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and enter this into the description of this show today, and I think I'm going to go, let's see, I wonder if I can do it from there. I don't know if I can do it from there. I'm going to try to do it from here. Might have to go to YT Studio, right? YouTube Studio. And if it allows me to put it into a live streaming thing, then let's see if that works. Content. Trying things we've never tried before. Let's go to live. No, it doesn't show it yet because it's not over yet. Okay. It's not showing it there yet. It's not over yet. So we've got to go back to StreamYard maybe and see if I can enter it there. Let's see, edit. I'm going to go into the YouTube description. And this is where it messed up before. I tried to put it in here. And I don't know if it was because I had so many like links. Maybe it didn't like that. I don't know, but let's see. I'm gonna paste it in here and see if it saves it. See, and I have like there was a guy in '96 who actually started a robot band. That's an interesting beginning to a lot of this.
That's an interesting
Uh,
year.
yeah. No, see, it won't let me do that. I think it's because yeah, I'm gonna have to do this later, so it's not letting me do this. Yeah, for whatever reason, it won't let me put all this stuff in here. Maybe the bot, just the AI, just won't let it be. So I'm gonna not save the changes. How do I not save the changes? Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna ignore that for now. So I'll save it into the description afterwards, you guys. But it was actually a pretty cool solo, and the first one that it created for him, the way it was telling him how to finger and play the fretboard wasn't working for him. I was like, this doesn't work. I can't even move to that position. It's like, no, this is wrong. This won't work right, you know. So even though AI can do some things, it's still going to need more information and data that it's going to compile to do it better. But it's going to get better at it. But at the end, it was a pretty cool sounding solo. And if you guys haven't heard the what they call the fake Drake song or the fake Nirvana one, there's even a version of Paul McCartney singing a newer song but using his younger voice. So in other words, the AI is actually recreating Paul McCartney's using his old voice from songs and recreating that over his new song, so you can hear him. Which is better, his old voice or his younger voice?
He
Crazy,
has,
right?
he has an old voice.
Yeah, yeah. They have like let's say you record a song now, and you're using your older voice, and maybe you can't hit those high notes and stuff the same.
No,
Okay,
I, I couldn't hit the high notes then. Now I can
right.
do it.
Well, let's say any singer, like let's say any rock star that let's say Bon Jovi, he's already stepped down a whole note or two from where he used to be able to hit. So everything is down a note or so when they play live compared to the real recordings, right? Because he
I
can't
do
hit those notes anymore.
the
So let's say you
can't
write
do
a
it.
song now, and then you say, you know what, AI, redo that with my old young voice, I mean, this is beyond vocal harmonizers, this is beyond even that, which was the most hated thing. Now we're leveled past that. We're at the point where you have like not just like the trio pedal that I was using. This thing, remember, I was using this at NAM. I was using this with Martin to have a band in a box, replace a bassist and a drummer so we can hang out and jam in the motel room. You know, that was the number one top selling, or I guess they called it the winning number one innovative device or innovative thing that came out of NAM, I think in 2019, the original trio, or 2018, the original trio, and the trio plus even takes it to another level. But the thing is that people are worried about, are they going to be replaced? Let's see what the chat has to say up here about some of this stuff. Do you guys think that musicians are going to be replaced by AI? You guys, are you worried about your future possible jobs? Is there any point in playing music at all? I think yes. I think that yes, that there is a point. What do you think, Janice? Can you be replaced by an AI? I don't think so.
I'm invisible anyway, so anything
Not
can
to
happen.
me. Not to me, you're not. Not to a lot of people that enjoy your music, right?
Well,
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat here. Oh, BC
I'm
Rich says he used to take his
I'm
courses.
talking more about the people, outside of my house. The people that are in my community, actual community.
Right. Thanks, Ryan. I'll tell my sister. You give her your nice words. Um, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. We all go through this kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So let's keep going all the way down. So BC Rich says here about AI. We should use AI to only bring back really, really bad bands
Like
like
hologram,
Captain and Tennille.
hologram.
What, you didn't like that song? Love, love will keep us together. I remember their TV
Not
show.
always.
I was a kid growing up to that. That
Oh,
wasn't a bad song.
you young kids, you.
uh, yeah. Anyway, yeah, wouldn't the AI get a copyright claim, Laz? Right. So these are the big questions. Like, who do they sue? Do they sue the creator of the AI bot, or do they sue the user of it? It's kind of like this is like way beyond Napster stuff, right? This is way beyond what that did to the industry. Because, like I said, there are people creating songs of other artists, simulating them and putting it out there, and yeah, I mean, it's just nuts.
Maybe AI can make better hair for me.
Well, let me show you guys a link. All right, so the first thing that interested me in this stuff is in the very beginning. There was a guy in 1996 who created the first ever robot metal band to replace real musicians because he didn't want to have to deal with other people. He didn't want to have to have other musicians, and so he created this band called with the Robot Band, and then he made this kind of like stage show, a show called Captured by Robots. So that's the name of it, and he first did this in 1996. So I'm gonna put this into a window here and give you guys a little taste of this. It's pretty crazy. Hold on, let me pause that for a second, and then I can make that big, and then I'll bring this back into. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, hold on. I gotta open this as a separate window, of course. Move tab to a new window. There we go. Make it big now. There we go. And then I'll play this for. Hopefully, this doesn't get me a copyright strike, and then we'll bring Johnny in right after this. See what he has to say about this stuff. He's waiting in the wings in the car. Should I bring you in now? All right, I'll bring you in now, just because.
Sure.
Why not?
Wait a minute. Hey, Janice.
Hey, Johnny.
Did you get my tweet?
Did you get my tweet?
Did you know that I fell asleep last night too?
I know. You said I saw that.
Oh,
That's
man.
all good.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Charles says a very interesting thing here. See, he's saying that it's the human defect in music that makes it great. But here's the thing about AI. That can be put into the AI. You can actually say, and make it a little defective. And then it will. And then it might work. It might not. Who knows? But, you give it enough shots at it and tries at it, and it might come up with something pretty amazing. But let me show you guys this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and present this to you all. This is going to be interesting. Oh no, I don't want a video file. I want to do a window. I'm going to share a screen. There we go. I'm going to share another window. We're going to share this.
Do you know how to?
Let me go ahead and share that.
You know how to speak Italian?
No.
All right, let me start this. Here we go. Listen, check this out, you guys.
Wait, aren't these guys local?
Yes, they are.
You'll see.
That's the guy. His entire
Yeah.
They've
been you know about this guy? This guy Jay? Yeah.
They used to play. He used to play Blake's on Telegraph.
Yeah, all the time.
Where his whole band was like robots.
It's just him. Yeah.
Why isn't it showing? Okay, there it is. Why isn't it showing like live right now? It's weird.
I don't know.
Let me pause it. Okay, let's try this again.
Let me see.
Something's going on. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's not showing it.
It's showing it, but are you sharing the screen or are you sharing a video file?
Stream.
You're sharing the screen? Okay, you need to make sure you check share audio.
All right. Hold on a second.
When you do it.
All right, so let's see what I got to do. Let's start that over again. All right,
you're
let
on
me stop screen. I got to
You're
stop
on
that screen.
mode.
Let's try that again. So I think I know what you mean, Johnny. There's a thing that you got to click.
There's a tiny little tab at the bottom that
Yeah.
says share audio.
Yeah, if you
got
don't
to
do
make
that,
sure that's checked. Normally that is checked by default. So that's like when I share my screen, when I share the chat, I have to make sure I uncheck it. Otherwise, we get the audio from the show too.
Okay.
I love you, Californians.
Yeah, I have it clicked. It's clicked.
Default.
Chrome tab, window. There we go. Share.
Insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Insurance. East and west, you know.
Let's see. Maybe I clicked the wrong thing. Let's see.
Insurance.
Yeah, so when you share the screen.
Okay, I see. I wasn't supposed to share. Yeah, I think I figured it out. It wasn't that I needed to share the screen. I needed to
maybe
make
turn
sure
the volume
I was in
up.
Chrome tab. No, that's
what you're watching on the side.
All right, here we go. You guys ready? Now you can hear it.
Yes.
Let me make it. Doesn't sound like a metal band yet, but just wait. That's one of the robots that he built. That's the guitar player. You're all gonna die. He's like, you should listen to the album.
Is that Robbie?
Yeah, right. Robbie, it's Robbie. Robbie's like, damn.
Oh, there's Robbie right there. Robbie's like, wait a minute. I wrote this song yesterday.
All right, let's get into the song.
Are the people real?
Anyway, so I just wanted to show that real quick. Hold on. What was that? What's your response, Janice?
Are the people real?
What's that?
Are the people real?
The robots are actually playing music that he had made himself. Since 1996, this guy started this off. I got this show. You got to go?
Yeah, I got to go.
All right, man.
Okay. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys tonight.
You rock, dude. Thanks for popping in.
Stay awake.
We'll talk later.
Stay awake.
We'll talk later. Robbie says wrong comment.
Bye-bye.
You rock, dude.
You didn't get flagged for that.
See ya.
We might. It's so bad. It probably they don't even know what that is, right? It reminds me of Industrial G.G. Allen and the Murder Junkies, right? So basically, this guy created a band for himself, so he didn't have to deal with humans. And the story goes that they then captured him and forcibly have him performing with them every night as their slave. So the robots took over, and that's his story. And if you look at his new album, that's I'll put the links in the description after the show. If you if you look at his most recent album that he put together about 6 years ago, it's speed death metal. It's like speed metal, death metal, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like just basically that. And it's pretty crazy, but it's amazing. You know, this was, you know, obviously I've been reading science fiction since I was a preteen. Isaac Asimov stuff all the way through everything, Gene Roddenberry and all these people that created all this stuff. And then you have Star Wars and everything else and Star Trek and all this other stuff too. One of my favorite shows was some kind of moon-based alpha show. I forget what it was called. It was some British show of the moon actually becoming sentient, and it was a living thing, and it actually decided to leave Earth, and it caused a cataclysm with Earth. Anyway, so there's like all this. You remember that show?
No, what is it?
I think it was called Space 1999. That's what it was called. Yeah, check that out on like the old TV show kind of stuff you can look up. But back to the topic. There have been other robot bands. You guys want to see another robot band? I got another one for you all. Let me grab this other one here. There's this other really crazy robot band that I found. Okay, how do I do this? Oh yeah, I have to go back to my email. Hold on. Okay, let's go to separate window. And there's this band out of Germany. So maybe Martin knows about this band called Compressorhead. So
Yeah.
wait till you see this thing. This band is crazy.
I used to watch My Secret Identity,
Uh-huh.
where the guy had the superhuman, he could fly and run real fast. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah.
I watched a whole bunch of stuff for Canadian television.
Right? Canadian television is great.
It was like Channel 37, TNT, something like that.
Oh my god.
USA
Yeah.
Network. All the Canadian shows I used to watch.
All right, now so here's this band Compressorhead. Now this was the brainchild of some computer and robotics people in Germany, and they created this band. Get this, they have a 4-armed robot drummer, a singer, a backup guitarist that's a female, looks like a female robot because it's got boobs,
TNT,
and then a bassist that is got like a like an army tank kind of tractor kind of thing. If it wants to move around, it will, but most of the time it just stays in one place. And then the guitarist has 78 fingers. All right, and this is their hit song, Compressorhead. Hold on, can you guys see that? No. Okay, hold on. Let me get it back to the beginning here, and then present it, because I need to present this too. So this has been, going on for a little while here. This thing, robots taking over music, and people like the shows. All right. Can you guys see that? Okay, here we go. Hopefully we don't get copyright strikes. Check out that singer, man. Look at their head banging and everything, man. It's freaking amazing. I want to see this band. there's the chick backup guitarist. Oh my god. It's great, man. This song is great. Look at the headbanging guitars, man, right on. The bassist just stands there, just turning his head around, moving around a little bit, but look at this singer, man. He's got his body moving all over the place.
That Terminator movie?
Yeah, you'll see. It like bends down, it starts to do some wiggling things. It's just amazing, man. I want to see this band. Compressorhead. Check him out. And there's the 78-fingered guitar player there. Check it out. Yeah, man. He's doing the chicken-headed stuff there. Yeah, man. Anyway.
Okay.
I mean, is that insane or what? Blackjack guitarist is like James G, right? Oh my god, it's actually good. But obviously AI didn't write that music, so real people wrote that, and performed it and played it. But well, not played it, but these the thing is that these instruments and everything are actually being played by those robots. That's what's crazy. I mean, can you imagine the effort that it took to program this, Heavy Metal the movie.
Right?
It's incredible. I mean, when you look into the depth of the engineering that went into making this happen, it's so cool. I think it's cool as hell. Anyway, that's my opinion on it. But am I worried that we're going to be replaced by robots? Well, these bands have been. There's even a Japanese one. You guys want to see the Japanese one? I didn't like it as much, but Janice is already done. She's like, nah. There's this Japanese one called Z Machines, Z Machines, a Japanese robot band. Let's go ahead and do that one. Just pop this one in here, and then we'll end the this stuff here. All right. But it's just hilarious stuff. All right. Let's see. Let me get back to the StreamYard here. Now I got to present that. Oh, wait. Oh, I got to end this one. Oh, no, it's on. Okay. Yeah, I can go ahead and hit it. There we go. Here they're even explaining it about why people responding how they're reacting to robots and computers making music. This is the Zima presents Square Pusher by Z Machines. Look at that. It's actually got picks on its little fingers there. That's how it's fretting the frets. They do a really interesting kind of close-up of all this. Of course the Japanese are into this. Yeah, millions of dollars, right? Well, the Americans, that guy, he came up with it first in '96, man. That guy Jay. So I'll post all the links for you guys to check this out. All the hopes and prayers for your mom, Ryan.
Are they going down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up?
Yeah, it's interesting. See how it's fretting there? It's fretting it right there.
Yep.
It's doing hammer-ons. Let's see if it gets a little more interesting. All right, that's about what computer music sounds like to me.
Not bad.
You know, it's okay, but where's the feel, man? Where's the life? Where's the soul in it? Anyway. Oh my God. So Janice and I are going to end the show today with some real music by real musicians, right, Janice?
Right. I think that you wanted to hear how I did that song. I was looking for the thing that was really giving me the inspiration to do that song. I looked all morning long in all my old papers, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, like why you wrote that song originally?
Why I wrote that song, yeah.
Why don't you tell the chat about your song? Tell us
Well,
a little bit about it.
Most of the stuff that I wrote at work, and my in my free time, we had these computer printout papers that was used for scrap all the unused things. So I had all these little pieces of paper that really like made me do like different verses, switch them around and everything, in like a puzzle. And so my boss, she actually had this thing here. This is a dictionary that she gave me, and this is a. See, this really dissipates the whole mystique of it all. This is a vocabulary of rhymes in the dictionary.
Sorry.
A lot of my rhymes right here in these 4 pages, all these rhymes. And so that's how I got most of my stuff. But on those pieces of paper, I was doodling, and I had this a circle in there, and I made it like into a sun, and so I made like a mountain and everything, and the sun came over the horizon on the paper. So that's what gave me the idea about at the first line, and that's how I got everything together. But see, here's the papers. Look how old these are.
Wow, that's cool. And how long ago was it that you wrote this?
Well, the copyright that I have on most of my songs is 1992.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So this is all like
21
all
years ago.
see, here's all my, like I said, that I had all these little snippets of songs that I never really developed. The game of life is like a road, a new road every day. Here I sit and I wait for tonight is our date, and I see that you're late, and my mind's in a state. All the thoughts I create, and I never did anything with these songs.
You can always go back to them. That's what's great about stuff like that. I save song ideas into my phone all the time. I still haven't put out too much original stuff for you all, but at some point, I hope to do that. And very motivated to do so, especially inspired by people like you and Robbie and Mike as well, CGS Mike, who really has been inspiring me, in spirit, because it's helping me get more focused. Like we were talking yesterday for over an hour on the phone, well, video chatting, and we were talking about some stuff. And I was telling Janice that I really want to focus on getting all this put together. It's just I have to find the time to do it, but I got to really find a way to make the time. I got to make the time for it because you guys out there all deserve it. Some of you even sent me money and stuff, and I know that's for what I've already done, kind of thing. But at the same time, I do want to respect you all by doing this the right
show
way.
you how old these things are. Look at the date on this.
Oh, look at that! What does it say? 86?
1988.
Wow.
And you see what it says on it?
Oh, let me see.
Down, up, down, up, down, up.
Oh, that's funny. Janice. Where is that? I know what Janice is talking about when you look at her turning red. Yeah, I do know about that blackjack guitar. Yeah, of course. And done with Spectre, Glenn, and working with his buddy, I forget his name, the singer and one of the producers of the music that they've been working on for years. Amazing stuff. By the way, Ryan, my dad's in his mid 80s as well, and he's pretty much, in the bed all the time, comes up for food once in a while and bathroom once in a while, but I'm going to be visiting him a couple weeks down in LA in Murrieta. I haven't seen him since before Christmas, so I'm really looking forward to seeing him. Last time I went down when I had a chance, I had time, was I wanted to see him when we went down to see the Stephen Rosen book signing thing, but the rain was so bad the highways were practically shut down and stuff, so we couldn't see him, couldn't visit him. But yeah, I'm hoping the best for him too. But he's at the end of his life, and he's had a happy life. He's been lucky in so many ways, and worked hard every day of his life to be at where he's at in the comfort of his brother-in-law's home. I helped remodel and sell their condo in time before the market really crashed. So I'm glad I was able to put the energy into that last year, right after coming back from my trip to Europe, which was kind of a, financially difficult time for me. I'd already have a Valiant hanging on the wall right now if it wasn't for that. And I did have them pay me for my work, but like half the cost of what it would really cost. If I actually was working those days instead of working on their house, I'm probably about 40, 50 grand short last year because of that, and I only charged them like around 10 grand or so for the work. So the bottom line is that you do what you have to do for family and friends and people in your inner circle, right? And and then you work outwards into the world. Like Rick Rubin, he has a new book out, by the way. That's somebody else I wanted to talk to you guys about, because he is brought up in one of the articles that I'm going to put in the description. One of the guys is talking about, how music might be changed by AI and all is Rick Rubin, really is I'm not going to say genius, because I think that word's thrown around a lot too easily. I think we all have genius in us if we search deep down enough and focus on, what we can do with it. I think, there are just certain people that are recognized for their genius. And then there are real geniuses, like Einstein and Tesla and whatnot. I think what Rick Rubin does is he's an exceptional person who really knows how to bring together the right elements out of a player, out of musicians, and out of a song, and and really, express it in a way that, as a producer, that's what producers do. They produce these things for the rest of us, right? In a way that works. He's got so much experience at it. And that's what AI is going to be doing, you guys. This is the thing that you got to understand about what AI is going to do. It's basically going to be taking that database of information that's out there, just like Rick Rubin. His experiences are his database, right? And he uses that experience to
Who is the
craft
guy?
something.
Who is this guy?
Rick Rubin,
Yeah.
he's one of the biggest producers in the LA area, doing music with so many greats. Just look him up. Just YouTube, Google him, and you'll find out. But he recently wrote a book, and it's almost like a life, like how to be, how to be whatever, how to be somebody, how to be a human, how to live, how to be, it's a. I'm gonna get the book. I keep forgetting to order it on Amazon, but I'm gonna get the book and read it because there's probably a lot. I did see some excerpts of him speaking with this guy about the book, and it's just fascinating stuff. Really, really positive, motivating kind of stuff. Everyone in the chat here would benefit from it. It's the kind of person that is one of those human beings that if you come in contact with and get a chance to work with him or read his stuff or have any exposure to his stuff, it's going to benefit you. He's just that, he's a tipping point kind of, influencer. He's someone who's going to, influence you in a good way. And so he's talking about AI too, and about how, it might replace a lot of things. It might, get rid of a lot of jobs, just like, the cars got rid of the horse-driven buggy in the buggy whip industry and all that. Just like refrigerators got rid of the ice carriers and the ice box makers. But there'll be other things for us to do. And another guy who put out a video that I thought was interesting as well, as well as Adam Neely. I'll put his 7 months ago. He was already talking about AI, way ahead of the game. It's interesting because I think it can be a useful way for us to create music and help us even, create. I mean, imagine not having to worry about writer's block ever again, because if you're getting blocked, you just ask AI to help you out, and then gone. AI, AI is going to help you get rid of your writer's block. So just like we use Google and YouTube and all these things for information, now it's not going to just be information. It's going to be how to use that information. It'll even teach us to be better humans, maybe. So that's my hope. I'm an optimist, of course, but my hope.
Excuse me.
Yeah, IBM is laying off 8,000 employees. See, that's the thing. There's going to be a definite bad side to all this. Definitely, there's going to be a bad side to all this. But we might want to ask AI, hey, what can we do with these 8,000 employees? What kind of jobs can we get for them? Let's start using AI also to solve some of these kinds of problems. How can we solve world hunger? How can we end war? How can we get along? What's the best democratic system to create so we can have a better, safer, more, productive, and will it help us create a utopian society around the entire world? Will within, a couple 20 years from now, will it change the face of our connections with each other in a positive way, to the point where we don't have to fear each other anymore, because there's something that we can truly trust that can show us a way that's better, based on our experience with it already showing us what it can do. In other words, we don't just trust it outright. Well, we got to, based on, our experience with it, is it trustable? And just like science, right? You got to have an ability to prove what you're doing is doable and can be reproduced and done again and again. Is it something that you can trust as a fact that this will work for us? And if it does, what's bad about it? Look at, everyone's got the cell phones on them now. It might as well be an appendage that's attached to you, because it's never leaving your side almost, right? So years ago, if you would ask somebody, oh, would you ever have, they'd be like, why would I need that? Because you don't know how you would use it or what you'd need it for. And there's good and bad sides to this tool, the cell phone, as a tool in our lives, right? It can be sometimes something you gotta, like my sweetie's always watching those videos and stuff. I'm like, hey, honey, get off that a little bit, I use it a lot too, chatting with you guys. And so the thing is that we will hopefully learn to use these tools in a productive way. And to kind of prove that to you guys, let me now play for you, and hopefully I don't get a copyright strike from Tyler here. I'm going to share his link so he gets the proper due for this. But from going into AI and using how to create a perfect solo, then he uses his own creativity also to add to it.
I'll be back.
Yeah, sure thing. And he creates the solo. So check this out. So there you go. Congratulations, Tyler. Of course, he doesn't have that 78-fingered robot playing it for him, because that thing's probably freaking expensive. But the bottom line is that Tyler Larson here, created this solo based on what the AI, sent to him. He queried AI for these things and put the solo together based on that. Pretty freaking amazing, right? Yeah, of course AI has been taken over in animation and drawing and a lot of stuff there too. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, Janice is back. Janice is back. Janice is back. What's up, Janice? What are you eating?
Hearthrop.
Okay, I didn't know what that was, but
Vapor cool.
okay. Oh, vapor cool something. Cool throw. All right. So should we end the show with some real music?
Give me a couple of minutes to get this thing.
Yeah. Let that take effect, right? Look out, EVH, right? the 78-fingered robot. But here's the thing that AI might not be able to do, and this is where it's going to need the human interaction to lead it, right? And this is how I think we still will have jobs and we'll still have things to do, but we might be able to get more done in less time. Wouldn't that be nice? I could surely appreciate that. That's all I could tell you. It was a lot of fun using this, to create the loops, the band tracks and stuff for me and Martin while we jammed along for it for like 5 hours, Motel 6. The Motel 6 jam, if you want to check that out. Some of it, we're improvising, just playing over stuff, so there's a lot of mistakes going on there, and I'm not a technically sound guitarist in any way, shape, or form. I heard there was a recent snippet in Steve Vai's Alien Love Tracks or whatever it's called, the Instagram thing that he does, where he's talking with Joe Satriani about his early lessons, and he remembers the first day, and Joe basically said to him, "Come back to me after you've memorized all the notes on the guitar." And so he came back the next time, and he so okay, play E flat and on the B chord or something like on the B string, and he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Okay, go home and come back when you memorized it all," because he's like, if you don't know where the notes are on the fretboard, you don't know where to go and what to do and where to start, and you first need to memorize all that. So just work your way down each string and memorize the notes, figure out the patterns. I haven't done that all this life, all my life. I haven't done any of that. You know, I figured out chords. I learned bar chords. I make up songs. I write songs. I don't even know what the hell chords they are or what they are or nothing. You know, and I would be a much better musician and guitarist if I did that. I know them on the piano. I don't know them on the guitar. And I need to know them on the guitar just like I know them on the
Yeah,
piano.
but the piano is absolute. I mean, you
Yeah, it's
know.
easy. It's linear. And it's just basically 12 notes. Well, 11 because it repeats, you know. But basically you can't miss it, right? I mean, it's right there. What's 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, and then you start over again. So 12 notes. So, right? But it's all right here, right in front of you. Whereas with the guitar, just like you can transpose a keyboard like this, you can push the transpose button. You can do all those kinds of things on modern synthesizers and keyboards. But the bottom line is that the guitar, you can also change chords. Change. You know, you can down tune. You can have different tunings. You can, so memorizing the fretboard in E standard, and then there's everything else, but it'll be all relatable, right? So once you learn that, so that's going to be my next step on guitars. I really need to memorize the fretboard. And Tyler Larson, obviously, he also has his lessons out there. There's a lot of other good lessons out there. Tim Pierce, RJ's got some cool lessons out there. Ronquillo. I bought his slide lessons. I bought some lessons from Robert Baker as well. So I have all these lessons that I bought. I haven't even used. It's terrible. I bought the Rick Beato book with the hearing. I haven't done any of it. I don't have time for it. I really need to make time for these things if I want to actually do anything with music. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the strength that you see on the guitar. Exactly. That you can make all those changes and tunings and this and that and be more creative, right? And that's a very good point too, Blackjack Guitar. People don't want perfect music. That's why records are coming back. People want the clicks and pops, lads. Absolutely, dude. I totally agree. That's why I buy vinyls. I totally agree with that. And take a second look at the piano. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It is. It's basically very linear. It goes from low to high, left to right, and you got two hands to play, or if you have an additional person, you can have two people on the piano playing at the same time. I've done that before with people. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know if you read my community tab about getting a Blamage album, and I can only get the CD at the price that I wanted, and I don't really want the CD. I really would prefer the vinyl because I have the.
Yeah, it sounds better.
'Cause
Well, here's my recommendation. Go to Goodwill and other thrift stores and see if you can find those for. Okay.
You know this album, Blamage?
No.
Don't Tell Me.
No.
And Blind Vision.
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Pete Thorne has some stuff coming out. All these guys on YouTube. Hey, what's up, Dwight Bailey? But Guitar 1952 says, I've been using Nashville notation for 55 years, and I couldn't name all the notes without thinking about it. See, and that's where you'll also hear that attitude or people saying, well, if you have to think about playing, then you're going to lose the feel and the soul and all that. And there might be something to that. There might be some truth to that. But at the same time, there are times when I really wish I knew where to go when I am in that place, in that zone, and I'm just fiddling around. I'm just like, fumbling through the notes, and I find my way there. But, then if I took the time to really learn what I wanted to do once I knew where the notes were, but if you already knew where the notes were, then you wouldn't have to, do that. And like a lot of really, really next level players, people that can just play what they feel, so many I can name, Jay Leonard Jay, for example. God, just so many, people that don't have to think about it anymore because it's already second nature to them, right? Right, Octopus Ears? So let's go ahead and finish this off today with you and me jamming out.
Okay, we gotta do a poll or something like that. You gotta monitor to see what they're saying in the chat because we have to see.
Doing a poll would be too hard, but I think what we can do is just you guys give us a 1 or give us a 2. if it sounds good or bad. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my settings here and I'm going to click audio. Janice, you should follow suit and click off echo cancellation. I'm clicking off the echo cancellation on my settings in the audio. And then hopefully it doesn't sound as bad as last time.
What about the stereo audio?
No, I don't think do that.
No, I don't think do that. What?
Don't click stereo audio.
Okay.
And I have automatic adjusted mic volume.
How about you? I guess, I don't know. I figured it out before.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see how it sounds. So you guys give us a thumbs up or whatever you want to call it. Give us a one. Yeah, throw some thumbs up in there. Do I sound like the voice of God?
Hello?
We're going to have some echo.
How's that? Is that good? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
I want to know if you're going to be able to hear me okay with this microphone, or should I go back to the shoes?
I think we hear the echo on Janice's side. So Janice, how about you? Let me see. Hold on. Stay there. I'm going to turn mine off. Okay, how's that?
I don't know. You tell me. How's that sound to you guys? Should I go back to my shure microphone?
Yeah, maybe. I think you're gonna have to put the echo cancellation on.
But I'm on delay. I got chorus and delay.
Oh, that's why. Take the chorus and delay off.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, you have to because StreamYard is gonna already compress and cause delay anyway. That's the thing about latency jam.
That's my whole sound.
No, it'll come back. Just take it off.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, then hit echo cancellation. Go to audio and turn back on echo cancellation. Yeah, Janice would need to use headphones. See, that's what L&M is saying.
Well, how do I do that if I'm going to be doing it through the PA?
Don't worry about it. Did you turn it off? Is that better?
I turned off the echo cancellation.
See, when Janice talks through her mic, she's echoing because she's got echo and chorus on. But do you guys hear me clearly?
I can't read the chat right now because it's too far away. So you gotta let me know.
So this is in A minor, right? This song.
A minor, E, G.
All right, go. Here we go, you guys.
As the sun comes over the horizon, it's rays all up my shoulder. I'm just not feeling
Johnny Bean. Here we go. All right, yeah. Yeah, we tried. All right, thank you so much, Janice. Not really. I mean, we're gonna have to come up with a obviously because of my technical difficulties before the show this morning. We couldn't really try to figure out how to make it work, and we tried to do the no echo cancellation thing. So we're gonna have to come up with some way to try to make the latency jab. What happens is that when you're playing, we can hear you, but then if I start playing to it, then I muffle you out. There's all this compression going on because YouTube and StreamYard together trying to play music across continent here. It's not, that's the whole latency thing.
I'm saying that the thing that probably works is that you turn your stuff off and only listen to what I'm doing in the PA, because I'm hearing from your PA, from my PA, I'm hearing your stuff. So I mean,
yeah.
You turn your stuff off, just like everybody turns off their mic when they
that's why Martin was saying that the way that it might work is that you would have to be wearing headphones so you can hear me playing to what you're playing, and even though I have headphones, I can't
through the PA.
Yeah, I know, but we don't want to do that because that's causing loop. That's because I'm playing through this mic too.
That's because your microphone is on.
Yeah, but if I don't play with that microphone picking it up, then you don't hear anything because that's what's picking it up.
Because it's coming through my PA.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to go direct in. But here's the question: how do we go? We're gonna, you know what? We have to ask AI. Hey AI, how can we play live on StreamYard in a live stream? And maybe it'll have an answer for us. Or that'll happen. No, I think that's possible. We'll have to ask AI and see if AI has an answer.
See, Black, I kept telling him, you're too loud. Remember, did you hear me say
Yeah,
that?
I know. Yeah.
When I say too loud.
And I'm not even playing that loud. It's pretty quiet in here, to be honest. But anyway, we'll figure this out, Janice. We're going to keep at it until we do. But you know what? What do you guys think? Should we ask chat? Should we ask the AI? What do you think, chat? Is AI going to help us, or is AI going to go? Or is AI going to be like this? Or is AI going to be like this? Or is AI going to be like this? I don't know. Or, you know what's going to happen? That's Janet's favorite button. I got to go, you guys. I think this was an interesting topic.
Or the groaning moan.
The groaning moan is what she calls it. It sounds like a song. We should write a song called The Groaning Moan. Anyway, hope you guys liked the topic. There's definitely more to deep dive in on this topic, guys. So I'll put all this stuff into the all these links into the description. There's definitely a lot of interesting stuff going on, a lot of controversy about this. But one thing that's for sure, the Pandora's box, as they call it, right? The monkey's out already. You know, it's there's no putting it back in the box, y'all. So whatever we think, whatever we try to do, this AI thing is here to stay, and hopefully we find a positive way to use it, right, and make it something that doesn't destroy humankind, but maybe actually helps us be better, right? That's my hope, anyway. So thanks for coming, Janice. You rock. Don't you guys agree? Janice rocks.
We'll do it again soon.
Yeah, we'll do it again, and then we'll figure out. I'm gonna ask AI to help me out with this, and then we'll go from there. We might have to use some kind of other app. You know, maybe there's that one you were telling me. Somebody was telling me. I think it was Michael B. There was an app, that Jam Kazam, where you can actually use that app or software and jam along with somebody on the other side of the world, you know. So until next time, you guys, go check out some of these links I'm going to put in here. Don't get too scared about AI. Like any new technologies, yeah, there are going to be jobs replaced. There's going to be people losing jobs. There's going to be a lot of problems too. Use your mind, use your creativity, you know, and try to find a way to make it in the world. Hopefully, you know, this will all work out in the end in some positive way. It might not. I don't know, but I'm going to stay hopeful until the end. Until next time, you guys. Music Therapy Labs here with Janice on episode 2 of Music is Therapy. Use that. Use it for that, you guys. Music is therapy, right? Wasn't this fun? This was good therapy, right? And we're going to try to get some other guests onto this show too. I'm going to reach out to some other friends of mine who've expressed their love of music as a form of therapy. You know who I'd really like to have on the show as someone I interview and talk music about with you guys? Johnny Bean, right? Absolutely. And my buddy Albus of Albus Band, my buddy JJ as well. Some of the other chat people in here, like if somebody else like Martin might want to talk about this stuff. Dwight Bailey, he does a lot of great music. Robbie's life has been transformed by his expression into the musical world here on YouTube, right? So let's keep that good vibes stuff going, man. Let's use this as a positive way forward, right? Let's use the AI and all the other tools we have for good.
Information last night.
Yeah, exactly. And until the next time, you guys, don't forget that the secret to tone, whether AI knows it or not, the secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. Put them together with your instruments, friends, make some music, and rock on. And see you guys next time around. Love you, Janice. Love you all.